Today's episode is brought to you by Spoonstaff Stories, the only show on the internet voiced by me and animated by Mrs. Sick. New episode out, and there's like 8 more besides, so that's like 3 solid hours of me talking. But don't let that put you off. Check it out today. You know, the amount of times that I think, yeah, that's it. That's the silliest thing I will ever hear. I think I'm never going to be surprised at the depths that a who-mans will go to spout the most absurd garbage possible. What? Oh, no reason, I was just randomly thinking that, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the very sensible topic of today's video. Nope.
We are looking at the second son.
Haha, gotcha! Tricked you with my very clever ruse. You all thought I was too dumb to trick you, but it was all a facade. Me am very smart and tricksy. So yeah, the coming of the second son. You know, a more crass, less brainding man would make some sort of family-related sex gag about that title, but I am far above such things. Just like I was above your mum jerking off.
This was filmed June the 15th of 2018 in Henryville, Indiana, while I was at the recycling.
See, there's your first mistake. You were recycling. Everyone knows you shouldn't recycle. As you are all aware, I am actually very much for helping the environment. And it goes reduce, reuse, recycle in that order. That's reduce the number of humans, reuse the ones that are left to dig for precious whiskey crystals in your off-world mines, and then recycle them after they get slightly slower than they were before as fertilizer for the food for the other humans. That's right, I really am at one with Mother Earth. That means I stand over her jerking off.
And this is real. This is the inverted images.
So yeah, this is the lady I covered previously, who believes that she saw a spacecraft leaving the sun, and definitely not a random visual glitch, or a bit of crap on the lens, or anything else. She's known as Gina Maria Colvin Hill, and I didn't know this, but a bunch of you had already heard of her. That happens to me a lot. I just wonder the blasted hellscape that is YouTube, eventually running into these things. While you lot are out there with a fresh supply of stupid every day, I think you should really be sharing. No, I will not give you whiskey in exchange. That's not how sharing works. You give me all your stuff, and I don't push you down 30 flights of stairs. I think that's more than fair.
Of this second son, you can see it is clearly a light source of its own.
You do love your Photoshop filters, don't you? Or whatever it is you're actually using. Doesn't really matter. That doesn't prove it's a light source. As far as I'm aware, a camera is incapable of telling the difference between a light source and light being reflected off of something. That's why when you do the same shit to the moon, aka make it monochromatic and then invert the image, the moon also appears as a light source. Wait a second. Yeah, I just actually realised she probably thinks the moon is a light source too. Ugh.
You'll be seeing videos. There'll be a little video clip that follows this. This is important, you all. It's
That this is not actually a second son? That what you're going to say? That this is important because it proves the necessity of actually looking things up instead of jumping immediately to the most asinine conclusions possible? Is that what you were going to say? No, of course that's not what you're going to say, otherwise none of us would be here. That, my darling, is almost certainly a parhelion. A cool but very, very, very well-known optical illusion that makes it look like there are 2, sometimes even 3 suns. And most certainly not that there is somehow a second, either hidden or somehow newly formed without anyone on Earth noticing it, extra sun. Because that would be, as the cool kids are saying these days, dumb as fuck. Do the kids say that? I don't know. Kids are people, and I don't listen to anything they say. Screw that noise.
It's unbelievable. But yet it's believable.
Actually, you were right the first time. It is completely unbelievable that somehow we have a second sun that has never been seen before, that is having no effect on the Earth, tides, temperature, etc. And that again, not one scientist on the face of the planet has even noticed. It's also unbelievable that you didn't spend 5 seconds on Google looking up Why can I see a second sun? Because you would have found the term sundog, the colloquial term for parhelion. One assumes it's because it's like the sun's little doggy fella, and that it follows the sun around like it's on a lead. I hope that's why they call it that. But you see, there's a reason that it's right next to the sun, because it's the sun's reflection off of ice crystals in the sky. And that's the thing. This might have been a little bit more convincing if, say, it was on its own, like at night. But for some reason, we haven't seen an equal night sun illuminating the sky on its own. Weird, right?
Because we're looking at it. This is the inverted. This is the Edge Detect. Look, it has its own shape.
You gotta love her. She genuinely thinks that all these processing filter deals are somehow magic and will reveal some hidden truth. The best part is, her software is this $15 video editing program pretty much for beginners. It's super basic, although it is called HD Movie Maker Pro, so it's for professionals only. Pretty sure they wouldn't be caught dead using it. So what do I know? Anyway, yeah, it has its own shape. That is basically identical to the sun, only a thicker looking border because it's smaller and the edge detect is only so granular, I assume. But I wonder why it looks just like a mini sun. Hum-de-hum-de-hum.
Just like the sun.
Shocking, I wonder why that is. Big huff.
And it's even reflecting off my car at the top. You can see it right there in the reflection of the vehicle.
Well, of course it's reflecting off your car. That's how light works. Just because there aren't actually two suns doesn't mean the reflection itself does not exist. It's just, a reflection. Duh. If you reflect a laser off of a mirror, the reflection still continues on its lasery way to whatever spot it's reflected to. That doesn't mean there's actually a laser hidden behind the mirror, tricking us into thinking that's how reflections work. God damn it.
I'm going to share the video that was from my Facebook.
Yay for Facebook video? And why is it always Facebook with your type? I guess because it's BoomerTube and it's simple enough for your mum to use, so it's simple enough for your crazy/idiot uncle to use and share his rants about the government and his f***ed up opinions about so many things. Then he wonders why everyone is weird around him at family gatherings.
June the 15th of 2018 of the second sun. You can see that this sun in the sky has its light source going like that. So does this.
Its light source. Its light source. It is a light source, you mad bastard. It doesn't have one. Literally all it does all day, every day, is pump out heat and light. It's almost like I focus on channels that are scientifically illiterate dullards or something. You're welcome. I know at least half of you only come here to feel better about yourselves by comparison.
And,
Boy Jesus, that was a heck of a swallow. Sounds like you're chugging down a pint of whiskey. No, I am not jealous, you're jealous. No one gave me a pint of whiskey. No one ever gives me a pint of whiskey. That's why I have to steal it.
Look at that. That's why the sun's so bright.
Wait, what? The sun is bright because of other smaller suns? That's not how that works. And I mean, why would that matter? Surely you don't need satellite suns. Sunlights? Satursuns? I don't know. But no, you don't need them to make the sun brighter. In fact, if they were just part of its mass, I would assume that would make it better instead of splitting off its power into weird, pointless midget stars.
And this is when I started off on June the 15th. You can see it being reflected on my car.
Can you believe the sheer presentation skills of this person? That she only has 90,000 subscribers. Surely it should be like 90 bajillion with those kind of presentation chops. The piercing hum in the background, the long empty stretches while she tries to figure out what the f*** she's doing. I wouldn't mind, but she's using editing software to make the video, but she's not like using it to make the video, if you know what I mean. See, it's just so confusing.
Right there it is. There it is in the sky. Right there. There it is again.
Whoop, there it is. Yeah, it's almost like it's a real thing, just that you have completely and utterly misidentified it. And instead of, I don't know, asking anyone, what it might be, you have to jump straight to Second Son and then jump right onto the internet to tell the world about your amazing big brain discovery.
And I really don't want to share the whole video because I've got the recycling in it.
What? What could you possibly need to hide from your recycling? Is it all the dead bodies? Don't worry, we all have to deal with those. Nothing to be embarrassed about. And frankly, you're doing better than me. I just leave mine in the kitchen sink until they start to smell. Then I roll them out of the window into the busy streets below. No, it's all right. No one's figured out it's me yet.
And it looked kind of messy, but I know that I need to release the video without any editing done to it.
Because that would involve work, and we all know you ain't about that. I mean, this video itself, perfectly representative of your complete and total disregard for anyone's time but your own. Thankfully, someone, me, has been editing down your video for you. At this point, it's probably about half the size. If I also took out all the pointless stuff, it would be, 0 minutes and 0 seconds long.
So you're going to have to overlook me looking in the recycling bin and the trash that...
The trash that you create and put on the internet? I'm sorry, but I can't overlook that. It's just so ubiquitous and bafflingly popular. That is to say, if a single person is watching this unironically, then mankind is doomed, and I'm just going to have to roll the lot of you out of my kitchen window, if you know what I mean.
Someone had thrown outside the recycling bin because I've got to release the video in its entirety.
Well, that's just bloody typical, isn't it? Don't these people know that some of us have videos to put on the internet that make us look bad enough already? But then they have to make us look messy too. The nerve of these people. It's like they don't even care. As my grandfather would say about anyone who's ever slightly offended his sensibilities, they should be locked up.
So that you can see that this is real. It's so real. Now, mind you, this is 3 years ago.
And yet, for some reason, the scientific community isn't all over this like it's some sort of thing that is actually happening and matters. Well, must be a conspiracy then. Just like whenever I have a really stupid idea that the scientific community ignores because it's basically meaningless. Say, how I've discovered this amazing diet where I don't have to eat any food. I just liquidize 27 burgers to drink every day. And not only am I not wasting away, I'm actually getting much chubbier. I call it the Bulgarian diet. Science can't explain it because it's basically magic. But of course, they don't want you to do it because of the heart palpitations and blackouts.
I've got around 1 year left. Maybe 1.5. Less than 1.5. So I'm just going to let you watch the rest of this video.
Oh, God damn it. You know, I went away to do some real life shit and came back to write this script, and I was like, have I missed something? Is she dying? No, she means that she has 1 year left of footage because she's showing old videos. God damn, you had me worried there for a moment. Although, let's be real, even if you were dying, that wouldn't change the fact that this shit is dangerously stupid. And you just know that at the very least, she's gonna have fans who are like, you can't criticize her, she's dying. Dying is not an excuse for being a dumbass. No, drinking is an excuse for being a dumbass. At least that's my excuse.
And I won't edit the first part. I won't. But the second part, I'm just going to have edited out all the trash in the second part of the video.
You're gonna edit out all of the trash from your video? Oh, come on. You're making it way too easy. Hell, I've already made that joke. But there you go. Oh, but I'm not going to do it. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. Oh, who am I kidding? So you edited out the whole video then?
From the recycling, and I hope you understand. This is so very important.
Yeah. I cannot think of a single thing more important than you not understanding what a reflection is. World hunger? Pfft, World peace? Who cares? What is stuck to the bottom of my shoe that just won't come off? All these things definitely pale in comparison to the sheer magnitude of importance that is you being ridiculous. What do you mean, sarcastic twat?
There is something up there in the sky, and as I say in this video, when I look at this, it appears like I think a jagged star in the sky when I look at it.
Damn, she getting mad. Did that totally real jagged star TM do something to you? Did it send you some nasty emails? Or maybe it was the one who made the mess outside the recycling bins. That must be it. Goddamn mini-son coming in here, stealing all of our recycling. I do not know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that makes two of us, eh?
With my binoculars up close, I think at night or something. Something like that, because it don't move or something. I don't know what I said. I can't remember.
Oh, God damn it. Of course you don't remember. God forbid you organise your thoughts into bullet points or write a script. Because remember, this stuff is so important. And yet for some reason, your lot never treat things you do like they are important. And then wonder why no one takes you seriously. Also, wait, you look at it through binoculars at night? What, the actual thing or the picture? Because if it's the picture, just lol. But if not, there wouldn't be night if something that bright was in the sky. I mean, it might not be sun size, thus not sun bright, but it's gonna make at least twilight constantly in the sky, isn't it? Also, don't look at any size of sun with binoculars, for God's sake. You will burn a hole in the back of your frigging head. And I ain't cleaning that mess up. Not again.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoon Staff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos. And she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the